the game is probably evenly balanced at this stage, but South have done extremely well this quarter, kicking with perhaps a 2-goal breeze, and a lot of people have streaming onto the ground to listen to both coaches give their messages.
Yes, well, when you look back over the course of that quarter, Doug, South possibly could have, they wasted just a couple of those shots for goal. They could have probably had another 2 or 3 goals on the board, and they all count. And it was not the prettiest game of footy that we've ever seen, but by crikey, there's been some pressure out there.
Well, yes, I think South's backline has played extremely well across that half backline with Slater, Speed, Hazelgrove, Englehart. They have turned turned Mallee Park out quite often, and Mallee Park just can't get their running game going.
That's right, but of course we all know what Mallee Park can do. They can turn it on and off like a tap a bit. They could come out and they could bang on 5 or 6 goals in a matter of minutes. So South will have to maintain that pressure for the entire game. If they do maintain that pressure, that style, then you'd have to say they're in with a great chance.
At this stage, I see the better players for South coming from Sauce Mullen, Andrew Camilleri, Trevor Speed, strong on that half-back flank. Grant Smallacombe hasn't done a lot with the ball, but he's been in everything and competed extremely well. And young Michael Torrance for his couple of shots of goal.
That's right, Doug, yes. Well, you just about have to mention the key defenders, Englehart and Hazelgrove. They've really applied themselves up there and given Mallee's very limited opportunities once the ball's come up that end of the ground. For the Mallee Parks, Joey Burgoyne has been covering a lot of territory, and you know, he's
doing a lot more than usual.
Well, that's right, and I think if he keeps that sort of pace up all day, then he might get a bit leg weary as the the final quarter sort of comes around. Joey's been one of those players. He only does what he has to do in the past.
Yes.
And of course what he does is very, very good.
John Hutchison in the half-back line plays well. He's right on target for being in the best.
Well, he's a great rebound player, that Hutchison on the half-back line. Shows tremendous ball sense and terrific pace and terrific rebound.
Michael Burgoyne, one of the little rovers, he's done extremely well.
Well, he's had a few touches, that's right. And obviously the players they really need playing is Yolani Colemans and your on-ball players.
The players Bandry.
The players that can run the footy up there. To your Bandry, that he's a pretty good full forward, this Bandry, and he can kick a winning score himself.
Oh, with Michael Blewett about to bounce the ball for the start of the second quarter. Up goes Kenny and Trott, and the ball comes out towards Liddell, who Pickett runs right through him and to stir him up already. The ball down to the forward line of Mallee Park with Smith really in the pick of the play, aims towards the goals, and it's a little bit of inaccuracy there and a point results.
Well, there's one they should have got then, Doug.
Unusual for them to miss those goals, running into open goals. They love them.
Yeah, he had a clean run at the ball then, at the goal face, and clean missed it. Another great kick out by Englehart, fantastic kick out looking for Smallacombe. However, the ball's come out to South. They're in with a chance now with rebounding the ball across the half-back line. And a great mark has been taken out here by Sinkinson on the centre wing position. Took that mark in front of Hutchison that time. Sinkinson driving the ball towards centre half forward. Pickett's spoiled then by Liddell. However, the ball hits the ground and Mallee Park rebounding it, and with a long handball, the ball's been forced across the boundary line.
Good spoil there by Liddell. Ball about to be thrown in again. Sauce Mullen just here instructing his players where to be. Sinkinson with the ball, reading off hands, short kick into the wood. Scott, a full forward, who slips over and leaves Kobe with the run of the ball. Kobe taps the ball towards the half forward line, and it's picked up by John Cox. And Scott hooking the ball around his body towards Miller into the goal square, with Hutchison picking it up and driving it back out there. It was a good snap by Miller around there, and who are unlucky to score.
Hutchison kicks the ball long and but it's been forced across the boundary line once again out there on the half-forward flank for South. It's a defensive side of the ground today. They have to get the ball across this side if they need to score. Kennedy goes up and gets his left hand to it, puts it down to Mullen. Mullen handballs it back, and it comes out to Wakefield. It puts the ball up towards Smallacombe. Smallacombe got his hand to the ball but didn't hold it. Pickett picks it up this time with a great handball, however, chips in there by Mallee Park, and they're coming back out through Little. He overruns the ball. South are coming back again, and there's a left foot kick there by Coffey. He puts the ball right up into the goal square. Scott jumps early, however, the ball hits the ground again. It's socket off the ground, and it's coming out towards Miller. He picks it up, feints a handball, finesses somewhat, and Mallee Park working hard, and they're coming back out through Kent. He bounces one and then drives the ball out to the centre wing position looking for Joey Burgoyne.
Burgoyne with the ball, aims it back through the centre. A short kick towards Smith. He finds him on his marks on his chest in front of Hazelgrove. Smith with a long kick, wobbly kick into the full forward where Englehart's in front. Bandry over the back. The running ball runs towards the boundary and it's punched out by the Torrens of South. Ruckman about to go for the ball. Tossed up on the outer side of the ground. Kenny's getting most of the taps. A quick handball from Mallee Park towards Lincoln Dudley with pace, tears away from Slater, who tries to smother him, but a soccer off the ground, which is about all Englehart could do to see it. Goes out of bounds on the full. Quickly picked up by Bobby Shane Dudley, who centres the ground and strikingly pink. He's hit the post. Clever football there from Bobby Shane Dudley, who realised that if he picked the ball up and ran on, he'd gain more ground. 4 points to Mallee Park, with Englehart to kick the ball back in. Well, he kicks the ball that far, it nearly goes out of sight. A long kick, 2 kicks back that is, out towards Kenny, who grabs the ball overhead.
Good mark.
Good mark by Des. Kenny plays on quickly. Handballs, this is the running, oh, a bad fumble by Robbie Torrens there. And that's usually where Mallee Park capitalised. Slater, attempted trip by Michael Burgoyne. Late tackle by Miller. And the ball runs about up here onto the half-ball line where Stinkerson runs into the fence. Well, he'd run through anything anyway at a certain time of the night. Toss in by the boundary umpire. High throw. Kenny will get this tap again. Down to Michael Williams, who was half asleep on that one. They push towards where Miller Kent picks the ball up. Yep. And a good mark there to the Mallee Park player out there on the half-back line.
Well, they might have a chance here. That was a pretty good kick then by young Kent. And Richard Miller has marked it. He'd be 45, 47 metres out from goal. I don't know if he'd quite make the distance, Doug, but he'll certainly put it right up there in the teeth of goal. Here he goes. Nice looking kick. It's right up there. However, it's rushed through by a point. Pretty good defensive work then once again by Englehart. He's doing a lot of good work back there today, is Sam Englehart. Very tough customer and playing very well.
His kick out towards the half-back flank towards Michael Torrens, who traps the ball underneath his foot. In comes Michael Burgoyne, taps it out to Kent. Kent hooks around his body towards Englehart, where Englehart used his body to force Bandry out, and it's been a free kick against him.
Well, there you go. The sooner you say something, Doug, and something like that happens, put some mockers on you, and Sammy Englehart then has given away a free kick, and this could quite easily be Mallee Park's first goal. Bandry
shooting from about 45 metres out. Well, he's off target today too. Very unusual for these lads to be missing this. And they've kicked 6 points without a goal on the board. Well, that was a let-off for South, and his long kick out now will come out towards the outer ground where Des Kenny is caught behind, and a good mark to David Dudley of Mallee Park.
Yeah, I think that ball dropped a bit suddenly then. The breeze must be playing a few tricks out there, I think, Doug, and it dropped a bit suddenly then, and Dudley chipped in, took quite a good mark in the finish. Looking for Bandry up there, however, they misread the ball, both players then. The ball's gone over the back. They're working hard there, but out comes South. Could be in a bit of trouble there. It was Coffey, but play on called the umpire, and the ball's been driven across the ground. Bit of a scuffle develops, but wants to probably have a bit of a hug there, and things will calm down. Here's the ball being thrown in, and the game goes on. Kenny gets his hands to the ball once again. Burgoyne's on the bottom of the pack there, but a bit of a clash there with the South players, and game sort of developed into a bit of a scrimmage. Mallee Park picked the ball up, and a quick snap has...
something happened down there, and it's on the forward pocket. Bang, bang, bang. Down went Danny Milligan. There's quite a few punches being thrown. I see Yabby Wakefield landing a couple. The reserve umpire is out there, but obviously something happened behind play, and there's a few players down. Well, it's been building up, I guess, and it probably had to happen. But the reserve umpire is right in the middle there. Joe Burgoyne tussling, quite a few players, nothing much in it, but will a free kick be awarded, or will that be a bounce?
Well, the ball did get kicked over the boundary line. From what I can see, Doug, it should be a South free kick in. And I think that's probably the way it's going. Yes, Sam Englehart's got the free kick. The game started again. Englehart's getting a kick, another nice kick, puts it right out towards the wing position. Kenny's in front there, but there's another free kick. That was Hazelgrove who took that mark, but there's been a free kick awarded to the Mallee Park team.
Mallee Park about to enter into the forward line again with a long kick high up in the air, looking for Bandry, but Scotty Hazelgrove in front, and he's been paid the mark. Well, I didn't think he held on to that, but obviously the umpires did. Perhaps I'm a bit too hard, but anyway, good mark to South, and Scotty will clear out towards the outer ground. Fine Sauce Mullen on his own. His faint handball, one bounce, pace gets him through the centre line, up towards Smaller Combe, eyes on the ball, taps it down. Perhaps should have put two hands up. John Cott clears up towards Michael Burgoyne. Michael Burgoyne over to Joe Burgoyne. Joe Burgoyne running around Trevor Speed, aims towards the goals, and puts the first major on the board to Mallee Park.
Well, there's the first one. First goal of Mallee Park through the agency of Joey Burgoyne. Perhaps that's just what they needed. But their first goal, it's at the 10-minute mark of the second quarter, and they've kicked their first goal. They're 1 goal 6, South 2 goals 6.
Good goal there from, that's the normal type play of Mallee Park, and they capitalise on a mistake up there of a drop mark by Smaller Combe. Back at the centre with Michael Blewett about to bounce the ball. Good bounce up in the air, sees the Rovers going for the tap. Coleman's obviously not fit, I can see that. Camilleri with the ball, short kick up the ground towards Pickett, who hasn't done much. A jump on there and a free kick to Pickett. And don't lose the ball, South, you've got possession of it. He's off, Pickett plays on. Oh no, he has run around his mark. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt there, and the umpire has signalled him for to take his free kick again. Handball's over to Michael Williams. Michael Williams running into the goal, smothered by Kent. A quick handball out to Hutchison. Hutchison feints the handball. Handballs to Joe Burgoyne. Joe Burgoyne running through the centre. Kicks the ball up towards centre half forward. Who was holding on to who, and Scotty Hazelgrove has been awarded a free kick.
Yeah, free kick there to Hazelgrove. Bandry held on to him then, and Hazelgrove at the true centre half back position puts a nice looking kick up towards the centre half forward area. Sinkinson dropped what he should have taken then. He should have really marked that ball. The ball was running free, and there's another free kick being awarded to South. This is going to Williams.
Liddell gave that free kick away. His attack on the ball wasn't fair then.
Right, Williams puts the ball out. It's coming out to the half forward line, the attacking side. Mullen sweeps on the ball, puts it onto his foot, puts it up high. The wind's bringing it back, but Mallee Park chipping in there, and there's a great mark taken by Miller back there. Miller handballs across ground, goes over towards Bandry, and he picks the ball up and puts a left foot kick up towards the centre wing position. And there's a bit of a race on the ball for the ball there. Up they go. South chip in there, but Yobi Wakefield messed that up, and the ball is on the ground. Mallee Park pick it up. Joey Burgoyne's getting a couple of telling touches. Handballs the ball back now. Mallee Park coming streaming forward. Puts the ball on the ground once. Well, it's a great tackle in, almost holding the balls for mine. However, Wanganeen picks it up and puts it out in front of Bandry.
Hazelgrove follows through, missed kicks it, Bandry picks it up, dodges, squeeze. A handball to Wanganeen. Wanganeen runs into an open goal. Can he kick it? Yes. Yes. This is the Mallee Park that we all know can do. They've now got right back into this game. 2 goals 6 to 2 goals 6. Capitalising on a mistake up here where Sinkerson should have taken that mark. They've brought it from defence through the centre into attack and goal.
Well, it's a very low scoring game up to date, 2 goals 6 apiece. It's once again, I repeat myself, it's a fairly physical game. There's not too many open passages of play. Probably the team that gets the break could build up a match-winning score. Little takes the mark at centre half back from a a wobbly old kick. He brings it out to on the centre wing where Dudley takes the mark. Drives it forward. Lonnie Coleman takes a chest mark.
That's Bobby Shane Dudley. He was on his own then. There's something happening down here. There's a man missing at this stage. And he's about 45 metres out on a very slight angle. And there'll be no trouble with the distance. Bobby Shane Dudley lining up for his first goal. Well, Mallee Park have got right back into this game so far. Coming forward, scoring 6 points before they got their first goal, and they now have 2. Dudley lining up for his kick, a left legger, funny little action. Kicks straight through the middle, and Mallee Park have hit the front, now leading 3-6 to 2-6.
Well, Mallee Park are coming back now. They're kicking with probably a 2 or 3 goal breeze, admittedly, but they seem to be getting a bit of system worked out now, putting the ball out in front of their freer running players. South will have to take stock and try to cut off some of these runners.
Back in the centre with Kenny and Dudley.
Who's spitting there? I think I was spitting on Smacky on his mouth.
No, it's a bird. It's a bird. It's a bird. It's a bird. The ball goes up in the air against Hazelgrove, right under it, takes a strong chest mark, holding up play. Kicking out towards the wing, Hazelgrove aiming for Freddie Pickett. Freddie Pickett looks around, but Turgison chipping in cleverly takes a strong overhead mark. His attack on the ball has been very good.
Oh, yeah.
One of the best players so far.
Well judged, that mark. Great judgment. Puts the ball up towards the centre half forward area with a clearing punch. But here goes Mallee Park once again through Burgoyne. Puts the ball up there looking for Kobe. How the ball's punched away. Lincoln Dudley's got hold of it. Paddling the ball around in front of him. And tremendous pressure applied. But it's eventually picked up by Bandry, and he puts the ball up high. But it's offline once again. And Mallee Park go to 3-7. They lead South 2-6.
Engelhardt with the ball, full back, about to kick in. Good kick in, up towards Robert Torrens. Torrens up, soft hands, failed to tackle Michael Burgoyne too high. And a free kick has been awarded to Michael Burgoyne, about 45 metres out. Probably won't get the distance, will possibly pass it off. Or look for Bandry at full forward. His little kick into full forward finds Lincoln Dudley with Ian Slater well behind at that stage. Dudley will get the distance, no doubt. A danger man for Mallee Park, known for his goal kicking ability. Does an enormous amount of work in the forward line for Mallee Park. Running in from about 40 metres out, up in the air. Now straight through the middle. So that's their 4th goal, and from having only 6 points on the board at quarter time, they've now got 4 goals.
Well, there's a few danger signs here, Doug. As we know what Mallee Park can do, they can kick 6, 7, 8 goals very quickly. And here they are. They've banged on those 3 or 4 goals there, and South are really going to have to knuckle down to pick up these runners, as I just said. Otherwise, Mallee Park could get up a match-winning lead here.
Kenny following through with a strong attack on the ball. Michael Burgoyne, he's been in everything so far. Bandry being paid Bandry has been paid a free kick with 40 metres out from goal from an infringement. So he'll line up for his another goal. They certainly got the ball out of the centre there, and they're far too quick at this stage of the game.
A couple of interchanges here from Mallee's. Two come off and 2 run on here, Doug. So not afraid to make a change.
Richard Miller and Trott are on.
All right, 2 at once. Anyway, we've got Bandry. Bandry, 35 metres out, directly in front. I think he might have missed it. He missed it.
Unusual for him to miss. The leading the goal kicker for Mallee Park. He's had 2 set shots from out there, and he's kicked 2 points. So a let off for South.
Could you come to the league room, Chris Myers?
A let off for South there. Ball being kicked back in by Engelhardt again. Good kick. It's kicked off splendidly today. Up go the South players, heaps of them there. Torrance with the run of the ball, comes out. John Cock with the ball, cross to Wanganee. Wanganee short kick over to Bandry, and he's well out of his territory at this stage, and Bandry's short kick finds Trevor Speed blocking the way. He'll aim for the outer side. Long kick back up towards centre half back, but it's all Mallee Park there, grabbing the ball, playing on quickly. Short kick in. Slater drops the marker. Dudley picking the ball up very quickly and blasting away, but it's gone out of bounds on the full.
Yes, Lincoln Dudley's playing quite well up there on the forward line, Doug, but that one was off the side of the foot. Engelhart puts the ball out wide, where it's picked up by Michael Williams out there. He's been relatively quiet. We know what he can do, but Joey Burgoyne's really showed his colours today. Here they go again, Mallee Park. They're working hard through young Burgoyne, puts it out there, and there's been a mark 45 metres out from the Mallee Park goal. This is taken by Kent. He's well within scoring range. Lining him up. Not a bad looking kick off the foot. I think he might have just sneaked it in. No, gone to one side. So there we go. Mallee Park go to 4 goals 9 to 2 goals 6. Both sides are, have been quite inaccurate today, Doug.
Well, South have lost the momentum at the moment from the centre bounce, whereas they're getting it in the first quarter. They've failed to capitalise on the good ruck work that Kenny's doing. Speed with the clearing kick up towards the half-back flank where Hazelgrove misjudged the mark. And it's these misjudged marks and fumbles that Mallee Park are capitalising on in this quarter, whereas in the first quarter, South were completely in charge.
Well, there's a free kick being awarded to Speed now. Coming out from the half-back line, puts a high ball up towards Kenny up at the centre-half forward area. However, he's been spoiled by Trott. They paddle the ball forward, and Mallee Park are on the run again now. Pick it up through Joey Burgoyne. Joey Burgoyne puts it over to Kent. Kent puts it on his foot now, looking for Bandry up the full forward area, but it doesn't need him. It's gone over the top, and it's once again to one side, and it's gone through for another behind. Mallee Park goes to 4 goals 10. They're very inaccurate kicking. South 2 goals 6.
Well, the kicking by both sides has been pretty bad. Inaccuracy could play a big part in it, but Engelhart with a kick out again. Mallee Park are back into their short game. Engelhart with a long kick out towards Kenny. He's out position, and a free kick has been awarded to Robert Torrance for a bit of strange body work there. Torrance with the ball. He'll drive it up towards the wing. Funny wobbly kick up towards Camilleri, who misjudged it. Scott with the ball. He's out the centre half forward now. Kent with the ball. Bad handball. Sees Mullen with the ball. He drives up towards Michael Williams. Michael Williams failed to mark it, and Singleton came over the top. Scramby patch of play with many players chasing the ball in.
Well, really, South need a goal from this attacking move to get the momentum back. Up they go now. The ball is on the ground. There's another scrimmage. Mallee Park start to move out with it. It's tossed out into the air, but chipping into South is Mullen again. He's playing a terrific game as Mullen. However, Burgoyne marks the ball across the half-back line. And away comes Mallee Park again. They find a free running player here. Puts the ball, a bit of a wobbly looking kick up there, looking for Lincoln Dudley. However, it clean bowls him, but Scott Hazelgrove picks it up now, chips it around the corner looking for Wakefield. He's knocked off the ball by Kent. But Freddie Pickett comes in now with a quick movement of the ball. He handballs the
Camilleri. Camilleri with the ball in the half-forward line. Drives in towards the full forward Scott. Higgins in the push in the back. Higgins with the ball. Tackled, and it's still Higgins with the ball. Comes out with it to Ian Miller. Ian Miller with a hook around his up in the air, short hook to Scott, where Scott takes a good mark on his own about 40 metres out. Good football there from Adrian Higgins. He never lost his cool. Short handball to Miller and back to Higgins, and Higgins with the short kick up into the forward line.
Well, the full forward should kick this, Doug, but South need this goal. He's a specialist, this bloke. Oh, I'm not sure about that one. I think he's pulled it to one side.
Yes,
well,
yes.
That's a bad one, and we really should have needed that goal. So that takes South 2 goals 6. They trail Mallee Park 4 goals 10.
Yes, well, that's the first real attack at the goal front by South this quarter. We've ended nearly 25 minutes of the quarter.
That's right, the quarter's winding down. Very low scoring game today. Mallee Park driving the ball out wide. They'll have to be careful here. It's just marked. It's been carried over the boundary line, I'm sorry, but no, it has been paid. The mark's been paid to Little.
Yep. Here's kick up towards the wing, towards Pickett and Joe Burgoyne, but good body work there by Joe Burgoyne. Saw him take a good mark. He'll do something with the ball, constructive. Kicks the ball in towards centre half forward where Bandry is behind, and Hazelgrove juggles the ball. Picked up by Wanganeen. Wanganeen running into an open goal. Short kick, low kick. Shane Dudley, Robbie Shane Dudley has taken a chest mark right in the goal square in front of Trevor Speed. Well, this would be a certain goal, and as I said, Joe Burgoyne started that one. He'd do something constructive with the ball and kicked it in the right area to be picked up and pushed through. Another goal in Mallee Park sees them 5-10 to 2-7, and South have lost all control of the game this quarter.
Yes, well, it gets back to those early misses, I think, Doug. I've had ample opportunity, especially in the first quarter, and even that goal in from Scott. I mean, you really need those goals kicks to be goals, to be counted, and they're really going to have to take stock. The quarter is winding down. Half time they'll have to really look at this. Take Scott. I think they've played fairly well. It's just that they've lapsed a little bit in the last half of this quarter.
By Blewett about to bounce the ball again with Kenny getting the tap towards Pickett. Pickett with his speed breaks through with a long handball to Smallacombe. Smallacombe met heavily by Hutchison. Miller picks the ball up off the crumbs and puts through another goal to South.
Yes,
well, that's definitely a quick answer and good attacking football there from Freddie Pickett bursting through the centre, finishing off with a goal to Ian Miller.
That was great play then, no doubt about that. Pickett ended up by young Miller. A fair bit of heavy work was done by Grant Smallacombe too, but South goes without saying they certainly needed that goal.
Well, it's just amazing. Grant Smallacombe went off the ground for part of that quarter, and he's just come back on, and his influence on the game already has resulted in the goal. So it might pay to leave Smallacombe on the ground.
Right, there's the bounce down. Pickets are in there. The ball's knocked down to Kenny, but Joey Burgoyne once again showing terrific strength, goes bursting through, handballs the ball out. There's another one coming up from Mallee Park. Great play that by Joe Burgoyne, instant replay. Fantastic football then by the skipper of the Mallee Park team.
Well, they certainly had the quick answer. There's no doubt about that. That's as quick a goal as you'll ever see, and Joe Burgoyne set them going then with his burst through the centre. Goal for goal at the moment, but 6-10 to Mallee Park and 3-7 to South. South appear to be getting plenty of taps at that centre bounce, but failing to capitalise on the ball. Lincoln Dudley with a quick left kick out of the centre, and a good spoil by Robbie Torrens there across to Trevor Speed, who's got to grab that ball. Misread it. Picked up by Mallee Park and kicked towards full forward where Bandry appears to be on his own, with a strong mark by Sammy Edward coming through. Stopped them in their tracks. A short kick out to Coffey, who we've actually seen very little of Coffey so far. He's been completely shut out of the game. His kick up to Slater. Slater with the ball, drives up towards the centre where Smallacombe is. He's not too sure where the ball is, but a good mark there. The Mallee Park player the umpire has pulled him back for not beyond his mark. That mark was to Terry Miller.
Mallee Park making a change. Interchanging, we've got David Dudley coming on.
And Coleman coming off, which is an indication that he's not quite fit. Hazelgrove with a strong punch up to the centre. Miller flies high, the ball falls to Scott. Scott with a quick kick into the forward line towards Singleton, who's the front of the ball. He traps it, keeps coming out, a long handball back to Scott. Scott has a look, feints, looks towards the goal with a strong kick, heading in towards the goals. And it's rushed through for a point.
Good looking kick, but saved right on the line then by Mallee Park. It was a good looking kick that from Scott, but Mallee Park, equal to the cause, forced the ball behind.
Kobe with the kick out towards Liddell and Hutchison, where Hutchison takes the mark. Strongly tackled by Smallacombe. Hutchison's played a good game on that half-back flank. His short kick across the centre towards Miller, who drops the ball. Carbine with the ball, running backwards into the open space. Saw Dudley out there on the flank. His short kick up towards Kent. And he's marked it on the half-forward line. Long kick in towards full forward. See Scott and Hazelgrove missed the ball, and it's fumbled, and Wanganeen capitalised on. Well, you can see it on your screen. Indecision there by Hazelgrove and Michael Williams for the ball. Hit the ground, and the Mallee Park players, they don't miss a trick, capitalised it on, as I said at the start of the commentary. You make mistakes, they capitalise on it so easy, and they're really taking hold of the game this quarter, and at this stage South have got to really tighten up in defence and get more out of their forward lines. 3 attacks into the forward line have resulted in 1 goal 2, I think.
Well, at the 27-minute mark, Mallee Park 7-10, South 3 goals 8. There's the bounce down. Once again, Kenny gets the knockdown, looking towards Freddie Pickett. However, Mallee Park are coming out with it once again through Dudley. He puts a left foot kick up towards the, but the chipping in, it's Danny Milliken saves once again for South. Played very well, Milliken, I think. But the Mallee Park have really shown tremendous desperation out here, throwing themselves at the ball and making life very hard for South. There's a bounce down. Hutchison gets a hit, the knockout, it goes to Little, he knocks it out again. The chipping in is Sauce Mullen, he takes a mark. Sauce Mullen takes a saving mark at centre wing, goes back, driving forward towards centre half forward, looking for Scott. Up they fly, Simpson flies up, Kenny gets the ball. Stacks on the middle, and umpire Bourke comes in for a bounce.
Heavy tackle there on Liddell by the South players. He looks like he's got trouble with a finger injury, but he's a very tough customer, Liddell, and he'll get up and continue. Kenny with a left hand tap down to Slater, and Liddell's come out with the ball. He's tackled heavily by Miller. Miss fumble. Liddell flicks the ball out with a hand, and it's called a throw. Ian Miller about to be awarded the free kick. The South have definitely got to get a goal out of this drive in towards the full forward. He'll look for something short. Aims towards Smaller, came up there in the pocket. The ball being picked up by the Mallee Park player. Looked like a throw then, but it's out to, and it's been run out of bounds. The boundary umpire about to throw it in the full forward area of South. Liddell looks to be in heaps of trouble with his finger up there. A bump by Mallee Park player. See Scott picked the ball up and a quick snap towards goal, and the result is a point.
Yeah, Scott has given him some focal point up there at centre half forward, but he can't do it on his own. He needs help, and the flankers will have to come in and lend assistance, I think. There's a kick out from the Mallee Park fullback, looks towards Liddell, and Liddell takes a great mark. Although the umpire comes in, he looks like he can't decide who marked that ball, and he's going to bounce it.
Yes, we'll scrap a bit of play there, and umpire's going to bounce the ball right at the end of the grandstand in South's attacking zone. Kenny once again. And as the siren sounds to end the quarter at half-time, sees Mallee Park taking a complete reversal of the first quarter and leading 7-10 to 3-9. Well, they've certainly got their running players going that quarter and outclassed South. South looked very sluggish after that first quarter, and Mallee Park capitalised on a few mistakes. The old Mallee Park certainly showed the South players how to handle that ball.
Well, you'd have to give credit. I think a lot of it started by Joe Burgoyne there, Doug. He got the ball and he set up these Wanganeens and the little players, Michael Burgoyne, but it was Joey Burgoyne who started a lot of it off. Kicked 7 goals in that quarter.
Yes, 7 goals, whatever it was to South, 1 goal, 3 or 4.
Talk, mate.
Good football there, no doubt about it. They're they certainly can play football when they want to.
Come on, Marcus.
We were up there, but Mallee Park with a benchmark.
Because they'd won the year before.
Yep, and we were at half time. I think we were about 4 goals down. Didn't. It was going to be a struggle anyway. We made some significant moves. I put Grant Smaller came on Joey Bourke and told him, "Don't want you to get a kick. I just want you to make sure Joey doesn't get a kick." Well, Grant, very, very tough man, done a magnificent job. Well, Smalley worked for me, you see, and I taught him into playing, and yeah, he didn't play many games. But,
great mark taken by Smaller.
He certainly played a good role. He played a big role in 91's final. And that helped us, and I swung Sammy Englehart, who was another fantastic footballer, from centre half back to centre half forward.
Well, here's the start of the second half. See, there's been a couple of moves made out there, Doug. See, Sammy Englehart at centre half forward for the South team. There's the bounce down. There's Kenny goes for it, but it's knocked forward by the Mallee Park ruckman. But in comes South. They pick it up through Trevor Speed, and there's been a free kick of water. It's going to Speed. He plays on immediately, puts the left footer across the centre of the ground looking for Smaller Combe. The ball comes out now, and here's a go for South. There's a clean run at the footy, and it goes in. Robbie Torrance puts it right up there, and Scott has taken a mark 2 metres out from goal. This is a great start for South, Doug.
Well, they certainly needed this, and there's good football back there from Camilleri, who played on quickly and got the ball out to Robbie Torrance, who running through the centre, kicked directly at the goal where they are, and that's the way to win the game, by aiming at the goals. And Scott took a strong mark right in the square and kicked the goal, and that's definitely a good start for South, who have scored their first goal on the board in this quarter. Now trailing 4-9 to 7-10.
Yes, well, if they can get a couple of quick early goals like that, it'll take it right up to Mallee's, but yeah, they could have asked for a better start. It's terrific play. Speed once again got his hand to that ball then, Doug, and got the ball moving initially.
I noticed the hard man Smaller Combe is standing Burgoyne out, Joe Burgoyne out here, which could indicate that he might be giving the game to chop him out of the play, or maybe it's just another ploy to stir him up. But obviously something could happen very, very quickly. Kenny about to run in against Trott. The ball comes out to Wanganeen. The pack forms out there in the centre square, and we'll have another bounce. Well, South need another 3 or 4 of those quick goals, or at least 3 or 4 this quarter, to get some initiative back into the game. And, I mean, Kenny's won most of the attacks, and a quick flick out by Pickett. See the ball elude Liddell. Englehart picking up the crumbs. A sweeping kick around his body down towards Scott at full forward. He takes a mark well out on a strong lead in the forward pocket on a very acute angle, right on the boundary. Quickly shoots the ball into Pickett at centre half forward, who had to stand his ground and take a strong mark overhead. Excellent football there from Darryl Squat, who saw Fred Pickett on his own in the centre half forward position and just out from goals, and he's going to line up for what could be South's second goal in 2 minutes of play. And another kick by Freddie Pickett sees South score a very quick answer to the first one. Excellent football from South. 2 goals in probably 3 minutes of play.
Well, that move for Englehart actually might be another one that might lift the South team. He got that ball and quite a good kick around his body to Scott. Obviously, Scott is a crucial key to this forward setup with South. He took a great mark and then quickly banged it over to Fred Pickett. So, yeah, maybe those moves that the South coach and hierarchy have made have certainly paid dividends in the early part of this quarter.
We'll have to try something, Graeme, because at that stage we're really behind the 8 ball, so it's any move is a good move. The ball back out to Camilleri on the wing. He's uncertain what to do, but he's got to drive it directly into a high marker there somewhere, and Michael Torrance positioning himself behind the pack, grabbed this high mark, and he's going to line up for a goal here from 45 metres out. Now, the distance might trouble him here, but I think he's got to have a shot at this stage. If he passes the ball off, it's not a good sign of confidence, but his long kick is going into the forward line. No problem with the distance there, but it results in a point.
Well, that takes South to 5 goals 10, and Mallee Park 7 goals 10, so there's just only 2 goals in it. South are kicking with a slight breeze, but there's not much in this game at all. It's a great mark taken out there by the Mallee Park player and Steve Liddell. He puts the ball up high. It comes down towards Lincoln Dudley in the centre of the ground for the Mallee Parks, but South are in there working hard. Ball's kicked off the ground, across the ground, picked up by Kenny. He puts the ball into a sort of centre half forward, but Liddell takes another good mark back there. A very tough customer is Steve Liddell, and he's in front of Sammy Engelhardt at that occasion. That could be quite an interesting clash, Doug, if those two keep lining up together.
Well, they've both got sort of fiery tempers, and it could be a difficult stage of the game if they both start to have a go at each other. But his kick back into the centre sees Wanganeen take a good mark, and he actually has hurt his knee by the look of it, so he may need a bit of attention there. It'll be a kick to Coleman. Wanganeen looks to be in heaps of trouble with a hammy or his knee, but Burgoyne and Smallacombe are already having little words to say. This could be good ploy by Kim Clark to upset Joe Burgoyne. He's the linchpin with the Mallee Park play, and I'm watching Sos Mellon kick the ball out to the wing to Michael Williams, the running player. He's got Singerson with him, shadowing him all the way, running through the wing, slips over, the long kick up, but Liddell in front, takes the ball, fumbles it. Engelhardt and Liddell competing for the ball on the ground, and it's a draw with another bounce up, and that lad Wanganeen is being carried off with a hamstring here.
Well, it's the ball's on the half-forward line for South. Up they go, but the Mallee Park Rovers pick the ball up once again, and they drive the ball back towards the centre of the ground. Joe Burgoyne gives Smallacombe the slip this time, and he puts the ball up to the centre half-forward area, but once again, it's Scott Hazegrove who chips in and takes a saving mark there on a half-back line.
He's got to kick the ball out this side or down the centre, not down that bottom flank of where to go. Now, Engelhardt up high from behind, misjudged the mark. John Cock in front, he's tackled without the ball. Joe Burgoyne, he's tackled. Could have been pinned there, unfortunately. Engelhardt with a run of the ball. Coleman, first time we've seen him in the ground. He's tackled too high, could have been awarded a free kick there. Engelhardt comes out, he's a long way out of centre half forward, kicks the ball over the head of Miller and Carboyne. Carboyne runs towards the boundary, and the umpires award a free kick to Ian Miller, the short, diminutive little rover in the forward flank there for South.
Yeah, Miller's got the ball now on a half-forward line. Is infringed there unfairly. Long way up from goal, sets the ball up for Scott. However, chips in there at Smith, who chips in front of Scott and takes a saving mark. And across the half-back line for Mallee Park. He puts the ball up, looking for Liddell at centre half back, but over the top, taking a great mark there is Camilleri. Terrific high mark that. And he'd be 50 metres out from goal.
He's a long kick. He could deliver this ball right into the square. Now he's gone short across the ground to Smallacombe, and Joe Burgoyne traps it one hand. I thought that just wasn't on. His kick should have been directed at the square from there. Burgoyne clears the ball up onto the grandstand side where Mullen and Richard Miller tussle for the ball, with Miller coming out on top. His kick across the centre to Coffey and Kent running through half forward, tackled by Pickett. Sees Gandhi coming out, Kobe coming out, Miller. Williams clearing through, up to Smallacombe, who takes a good dive mark in the centre of the pack. Quick handball to Coffey. Coffey is a poor kick up towards the half-forward flank, but puts Torrens in heap of pressure. It looks a bit slippery out there now, Graeme, with a few of the players slipping over.
Yeah, that was a great diving mark there from Smallacombe. However, Mallee Parks are swooped on this ball now. And they're working hard across their half-forward line. I'd say they'd have to be holding the ball. It is holding the ball. Away they go, man. The umpire calls the play back. Have to go back behind the line. It's Des Kenny's got the free kick. Damien Kent was holding the ball in. Kenny puts the ball across the centre, searching for Sammy Engelhardt, but over the top is Sammy Engelhardt's been infringed, and he's been awarded the free kick.
I don't think there was much in that ground, but nevertheless, South have got the ball with Engelhardt lining up from a long way out. He'll kick towards Scott on a strong lead, coming in. Scott's in front, flies high. Over the top comes Pitt. Pitt is emerged. Oh, there's a free after. There's a disposal free, yes. Where Smith has infringed on Pitt, with the kick being awarded down to Michael Torrens, 30 metres out. Poor discipline there by Smith. Yeah. No need to do that.
Silly play that. Souths are in with a chance here for another goal. This will certainly make things interesting. They're really clawing their way back, South. They've come out full fired up for this third quarter. Looks good off the boot. I think it's there, Doug.
Yes, Michael Torrance, he doesn't miss too many. You can't give him too many shots of goals. It was probably his second goal for the game. And South have really started off this quarter exceptionally well, and they've got to keep going at this pace and probably produce about 8 or 9 goals and keep Mallee Park scoreless to have any front running of the game.
That's right. Yes, they can't afford to let up with the pressure. They've got to keep the pressure and minimise the mistakes, and they will be in with a great chance. I like the way they've come out there in this third quarter. They've certainly thought it all out and made some very telling moves.
The ball being bounced, Kenny up again. He's getting plenty of taps now down to Michael Williams. He puts the ball in the air, a big bunch of hands go up. Michael Burgoyne, he's run over by Engelhardt. Kenny back at the centre. Lincoln Dudley, he'll be under enormous pressure. Flicks it out to Greg Burgoyne, who delivers it up towards Coleman, who I think is suffering from a shoulder injury. Sinkerson's gone into the back line. His short kick out towards the wing sees Michael Williams pick up a slips chance. Definite mark there. He centres the ball. No, he's bad football there. Smothered by the Mallee Park player in Quentin Bandry.
Williams has had a few telling touches in this quarter. He made a bad mistake then, but he's picked up a few kicks in this quarter, and he's one of the reasons why South have come back. Here goes Mallee Park again anyway. They're bouncing the ball through the centre of the ground, drives forward looking for Bandry up there, and clash of bodies. On the ground, the ball is knocked forward. In comes South through the Hazelgrove. He puts his hand out. The ball sits quite nicely for Bandry. He puts the ball across towards the centre of the goal square, and Lincoln Dudley picks it up, has a shot around the goal, but it's stolen by South. Great play that by South. Delivers the ball directly on his chest of his teammate, ends up with Williams. Williams turns around and pops the ball over into the centre wing. South are off and running. They're certainly not wasting any time. They're driving forward. They're looking up here for Scott. The ball's in terrific clash of players with the umpire's blowing his whistle. There's a free kick being awarded to Mallee Park. It's going to Liddell.
Yeah, there's a free kick to Liddell there for in the back, and his clearing kick shortly to Michael Burgoyne at the centre half back. His aim's up along the wing to Burgoyne. He's being hotly pressed by Pickett and Mullen. Good tackle there by Pickett, brings him down to the ground. Hazelgrave gains control of the ball, and the shot he kicked sees the ball run out in front of the grandstand.
That was a great
perfect
tackle.
smother up there by Sinkinson, which was a certain goal to Mallee Park, and that was tremendous football.
Well, there's the throw in. Kenny goes for the knock, knocks it down to Fred Pickett. He fumbles what he should have taken then, really, by rights. Mallee Park pick it up and hook it around the corner, and it goes up towards Dudley up there, but Sauce Mullen picks it up and goes straight across the ground and finds Coffey. Coffey takes off with one bounce. He's going to be caught, but he handballs, gets rid of the ball, but he puts his teammates under pressure. Mallee Park swoop on it. By crikey, there's some pressure out there at present, Doug. They're really going in for it now. In goes South. Williams picks the ball up, kicks around his corner. It falls in the arms of Smallercombe. Smallercombe puts it on his foot with a great looking kick up towards Scott. He flies, can't quite mark it. The ball,
too, I think.
Scott is down, he doesn't look too good. He's slowly climbing up, but the ball comes out onto the wing where Mallee Park, through the agency of Dudley, puts the ball up, but Mullen once again dives in, takes a mark. Coffey takes it off with a terrific handball. Freddie Pickett is on the move now with a great looking pass and finds Engelhardt. Great pass. Scott's up. He's okay, I think, Doug.
Oh, there's a trip down here, the umpire. Well, he's pinged Stephen Liddell for not coming back on the mark. He doesn't like it. Takes Engelhardt right to the 50-metre mark, to the square, through the 50-metre mark and right on the line.
Well, that's the second silly mistake they made up there, Doug.
Well, South are right back in this game level now, and Engelhardt's going to shoot from 5 metres out, and he ticks the ball down to the Lincoln Hotel.
Yeah, well, that's poor play then from Smith. That's the second goal he's given away in this quarter, and it's not on that sort of play. So that takes South 7 goals 10. They're level with Mallee Park, 7 goals 10. What a game we've got on our hands now.
Well, it's back in the South's hands now, and if they can capitalise on that attacking football, they're right back in it. Smallercombe has obviously got the job of tagging Burgoyne. There's a bit of altercations in here and a little bit of a dust up here, right in front of the umpire. Bang, 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 and bang. Well, I wonder who'll come out and talk. They're like stacks on the hill here. 3 bags full.
Yes, it's pretty ugly too, Doug.
And I noticed some of the players are keeping right out of it. It's quite good to see the full back and full forwards right out of it, and the smaller player, Pygmy Miller and Carbine. Well, plenty of punches thrown. I guess there's a few landed, and it's a pity, but I suppose it's obvious that Joe Burgoyne doesn't like being tagged that hard, and the smaller game's obviously going to do it, so we'll see who comes out on top, whether there'll be no free kick awarded, or yes there is. Michael Blewett has given a free kick to Des Kenny.
Well, there we go. The game started anyway, and away goes South again, going into attack with a great looking kick looking up towards Miller, up at in the forward pocket. However, he fumbles it, but South come out with it once again. And here's another chance. They put it up there, but this time Smith, eyes only for the ball, takes a mark up there. He plays on now. He's lucky to get out of that. He drives it out and he finds Hutchison out on the back flank.
Well, Scott is down with a shoulder injury, and he looks like to be in heaps of trouble down there. It's the second time he's landed on it, and I wouldn't be surprised if he moves out to the forward pocket at this stage. Now, the ball in the hand of Michael Burgoyne in the centre. He's kicked towards the flank, up towards Bander, and it's cleverly punched away by Hazelgrove. He not only punches the ball, he clears the damn thing.
That's right, that punch is as good as a kick. Strong players, Hazelgrove. There's a throw in out there. Kenny is opposed to Trot. Up they go. Kenny gets his hand to it once again, but it's picked up once again by the Mallee Park Rovers, and away they go now, driving forward, and with good vision, but then away once again we find Hazelgrove. He's playing a mighty game. That's Hazelgrove's kick at centre half back.
He'll kick the ball long towards the centre. Out he comes to be a long driving. Oh, it's well smothered by the Mallee Park player, but quick recovery by Robert Torrens. He handballs long to Ian Miller. Ian Miller gives it back to the running Singleton. It bounces up for him. His hook around the body, but gee, they seem to be playing the wrong side of the oval to me. The tendency to kick the ball down there when it should be coming through the centre. Michael Torrens running through the half-forward line. A quick kick on the ground. He's scragged as he goes down the ground, resulting in a kick out of bounds.
Good play that by Torrens. Deserved better. He really had the ball on a string then, but his kick. Anyway, there's a throw in the forward pocket. Big fellas fly up. Up they go. Ball hits the ground. Scott's in there with a chance now. He's pulled the ball out of the air and gives it to Fred Pickett. Fred Pickett could have been infringed then. It gets back to Scott.
Yes, they've run over Ian Miller. Too high, too high.
There is a free kick being picked out.
Mallee Park are giving silly freeze away now in front of that goal line. Ian Miller with the ball. I'm pretty sure he's been awarded a free kick. No effort to go for the ball by the Mallee Park players. Very undisciplined. If South can settle down, or Mallee Park settle down and play football, they'll come out on top. But while one is going to chase and fight, there's going to be heaps of trouble. There's still a bit of altercation there with Joe Burgoyne. Well, you can put that one down to Joe Burgoyne. You can put that one down.
Well, it's not like Joe to lose his call and give silly freeze like that away. There's a goal to South. They've hit the front.
What a recovery. What a recovery. Undisciplined football. 3 goals from 3 50-metre penalties. Maybe a bit of panic setting in. Who knows? Runners going out. Harry Miller's on the ground. He's going to settle him down. Cool Luke Harry. It's quite obvious that Smaller Cone has got the job of tagging Burgoyne. He's been instrumental in setting up a lot of attacks for...
Well, that move's work because Joey Burgoyne has only had the one touch that I can recall of this quarter. So even though Grant Smallacombe hasn't touched it much, he's certainly cut Joe right out of the game.
Yes.
There's a fairly poor bounce there by the umpire. It falls in the hands of Sauce Mullen. He puts it up towards Miller. They both fly for the ball. Hutchison leads in the race for the ball, but he's pressured by Miller. Very well done then. And a bit of a scrimmage develops. Hutchison eventually gets the ball, and there's a free kick being awarded.
Pickett giving away an undisciplined 50-metre there. Foolish play. Foolish play by Freddie Pickett. Obviously there's a bit of discrimination out there. Something's happened to stir them up, these boys.
50-metre penalty to Hutchison, takes him right down on the forward line. He's at the 45 metres out from goal. He could put this right in there. That's the thing about these 50-metre penalties. You can't afford to give them away.
They're worth 2 kicks.
Hutchison plays on, put himself under a fair bit of pressure, puts it onto his left foot, and it looks like he's found Bandry up there.
It's Lonnie Coleman, I think, for his second or third touch of the game, Graham. Very quiet up there in the forward pocket.
Right, on a very acute angle. Be a miraculous kick from there, I should think.
Well, he's a miraculous footballer. He's likely to do it. And the umpire hasn't changed much.
Well, there you go. What a goal. What a goal.
Yes, that tells the class of the lad. He can kick those goals from those acute angles. Brilliant footballer.
Well, the scores are all locked up once again. That goes 8 goals, 10 apiece. So it's goal for goal. At Mallee Park, that's their first goal for the quarter, Doug, and South have kicked, they must have kicked 4 goals.
Well, certainly didn't need that goal kicked against them, but that was foolish play by Freddie Pickett. They've got a goal out of a 50-metre penalty, and you just cannot afford to give them away. Kenny grabbing the ball, down to Michael Williams. Dudley with a quick flick out of the ground. Smallacombe coming through. Handballs to Mullen. Mullen hooks around the body, up towards Engelhardt and Liddell. Engelhardt with the ball. Now that was nearly a mark, I think. He punched it and grabbed it again. His short kick into the forward pocket towards Scott, misjudged with the sweeper. Liddell picking up the ball, a handball to Carbine. Engelhardt and Carbine have a clash, and the ball is over there in the wayward side.
Well, that Scott's going to be a very sore and sorry boy by the time this game's finished. Every time he goes for it and gets up holding his shoulder, but he seems to get up every time, so good luck to him.
I think he'll still be able to handle a schooner at the end of the day.
Well, here goes Mallee Park once again, driving forward for Lincoln Dudley, puts the ball up there looking for Bandry, but it's good pressure there by Scott Hazelgrove, puts the ball out. Singleton's on the move now, bounces once, puts the ball onto his left foot and drives up looking for Freddie Pickett, and he should mark that. No, great mark there by Pickett.
He actually dropped that, but he's recovered enough to kick it, running forward, over to Coffey. It's got a set for him or he lose it. A quick handball over to Smallacombe. Smallacombe hooks around his body. Hutchison misses with the elbow. Torrance traps the ball, handballs to Engelhardt. Engelhardt should have a shot from there, on his left leg, hooks around the body.
Missed it, I think, Doug.
Yes, I think when Freddie Pickett had the ball out here, he should have delivered it into the forward line instead of handballing to Coffey, who lost control of it. But nevertheless, it's a score on the board, and it still shows that South are attacking. There's a bit of a ill feeling creeping into this game, Graham.
Yeah, it certainly is. That's put South 1 point in front. 8 goals 11, 8 goals 10. And we're at the 20-minute mark. There's a kick in. That's safely marked by Trevor Johncock. Johncock takes off, puts it out to Little. Little traps it very well. Has a look now, puts the ball up. Looks up there for Dudley, but over the back once again it's Coffey. He's starting to come to the fore, Doug. Nice left foot kick looking for the centre half forward up there, and a great mark, terrific mark, great kick.
He had 2 options then. Scott was on a fast lead and Michael Torrance was right in front, but Michael Torrance trapped that ball one hand and brought it down. Now he's certainly within kicking distance, lining them up, about a 45-degree angle, and Scott is heading down there with Des Kenny. There's plenty of marking strength down there. He should nearly kick this lad. Lines up, it's looking straight off the boot. It's a good looking kick, it's right through the middle. Well played, Darren Coffey and Slater from this back line. They've come through.
That was a great kick, straight through the middle. So South are not to be denied. They keep chipping away at it, and they're certainly playing a terrific quarter of footy. They're 9 goal 11, and Mallee Park 8 goal 10.
Well, a complete reversal has come over South from the second quarter to the third, and they must have really went to sleep in that second quarter. Well, here we are entering the last 25 minutes of footy for Port Lincoln with the scores 11-12, 9-12. The South a 2-goal advantage with the ruck clash going to Kenny, who gets the ball out to Williams, who follows it through, and there's a high tackle on Michael Williams, the South skipper. He'll drive the ball long into Engelhardt. Nice looking kick. Engelhardt's got to take this mark. Yes, he did. Well, he was going to take that mark right from the time it left Michael Williams' boot. 40 metres out, acute angle, no trouble with the distance. All we need is the accuracy. Lining up, taking plenty of time. Mallee Park players in a little bit too close there, being signalled out by the umpire. Engelhardt deliberating on this kick. Kicks it, it looks good off the boot. The umpire hasn't changed much. Jack ball as the umpire said goal.
Yeah.
And what an exciting start now. South are right back. They're right back like they were in the semi-final. There's no stopping them.
Right, it's great play then from the centre bounce to Williams to Engelhart. 1 goal. And South couldn't ask for a better start than that.
Well, they've taken their strong man, Stephen Liddell, from centre half back into centre half forward, so a bit of panic situation has come out of this. He started off at centre half forward now.
There it goes again, and up they go. Once again, Kenny gets the ball down, goes straight down Mullen's throat, and it goes straight up in the air, and Kenny comes in, punches it forward again. Mallee Park kick it off the ground, but they overrun the ball. I think they're panicking a bit. There's Coffey sockers the ball out there, and it's picked up quite well there, and a finish by Torrance. He handballs it over. South are running quite well now with Miller. He finesses a little bit, could have quite easily lost that ball, and punches the ball out. It goes out wide to Coffey, and the ball has been pushed across the line for a throw-in.
Yes, a little bit of indecisive play there by South players, and Miller and Coffey. He could have done a bit better there, but there'll be an enormous amount of pressure on now. The boundary throw-in with Kenny and Trott going for it. They have a good tuss on the ruck with Kenny definitely on top. Comes down to the ground from, I can't quite see over there, Camilleri. There's a lot of scrambly play there. Lincoln Dudley hooks it out to Mullen. Mullen with the ball. Tackled, aims the ball up to full forward. Engelhart over the back, failed to take the mark. Johncock with a running handball out to Hutchison. Hot pursuit of Pickett. Hutchison running through the half back line, up towards Scott over. Hazer goes, punch the ball towards the boundary. Wakefield's got to knock this ball out or take it out of bounds, and it's well done.
Good play then by Wakefield. In a bit of bother then, there was 2 Mallee Park players bearing down on him, but Wakefield stood his ground, ran it across the boundary line. Good defensive action there.
Good running football there by Hutchison through South's half back line. Hutchison, Hazelgrove and Liddell go for the knocked out by Singleton to Trevor Speed with the ball, brings it back into play, dangerously back into play, but a perfect kick finds Des Kenny, who dropped that easy chest mark. Too slow, Des Kenny. Probably tired from the big ruck work he's had, but Mallee Park right back in. Miller back pedals, picks up the ball.
There's trouble. It's a goal.
South players raising their hands for a touch, but I don't think so, and that was a good goal there.
That's a goal from Kent. But that's a bad mistake that by South then. That should never have happened. They should have got that ball out of there, but make one mistake against Mallee's and we're in big trouble. So that tells you the story. They go to 10 goals 12 Mallee Park, South 12 goals 12. It's a 2-goal game.
Des Kenny dropped that mark at a very critical stage, and just bad luck there, but he's going to make amends for it. Up he goes to tap again. Smaller cone going for it. Michael Williams on the front run of the ball. Mallee Park in charge of the ball at the moment. Smaller cone going for it. Gets the ball. He'll be tackled hard. Quick handball out to Mullen. Mullen with a long sweeping handball to Camilleri, who slips. Michael Burgon with the run of the ball. His handball to Hurdston. Kicked off the ground in the air towards Trevor Speed. He's got the ball. Tacks it up. Good handball up to Camilleri. Camilleri up to centres the ball across. He had a look. He knew where he's going to kick it, and he's kicked the 2 of them. Who's going to take the ball? Michael Torrance or Michael Williams? It was number 38 with the ball. He's going to look for Scott on a long lead. Here he goes.
Good kick that by Torrance, puts it out in front. However, there's a Mallee Park player chipped in front then, and ended up carboy and took a fairly safe mark in the finish. He delivers the ball up to Johncock. Johncock marks it, drives it across to the centre of the ground, has found Kent back there. He's starting to pick up a couple of kicks, this Kent. He's dodged around his opponent in Mullen, drives forward looking for Dudley. Dudley paddles the ball forward. He gets steamrolled, completely knocked out of the game. Lonnie Coleman's in there, picks it up for about his 3rd kick of the game. However, he's lost it in the finish, and South working hard through defence, clear the ball out towards Coffey.
He's playing under difficulty, I think. He would have lost that two weeks ago. Coffey and Burgoyne battling hard out there to suck it off the ground by Mallee Park. Stephen Liddell misjudges the ball. Hazelgrove picks up and clears up to the wing towards Michael Williams, who stretches in the ball. Has the run of the ball. It'll set for him, will it? Overruns it.
Bad luck.
Picked up by the Mallee Park, but he's been awarded a free kick for in the back by the umpire Michael Bourke.
Whistle's
Michael Williams
gone.
plays on quickly, gains another 10 metres, drives the ball in towards Scott on a long lead. He's up, misjudges, falls to the ground. Pitt goes for the ball. Camilleri taps it over to Scott again. Scott off the ground, one hand, kicks it up, and Michael Torrance has taken a clever mark. Plays on clever, handballs, but it's cleared by Angelo Burgoyne from Mallee Park.
And Burgoyne puts the ball back in towards the centre, where Kent is balled by the South opponent. but Mallee Park pick it up through Kobe this time. He's not getting behind the ball. It's picked up eventually by Camilleri. He drives it forward. South are in with a chance here with Mallee Park putting a tremendous amount of pressure, and out they come. They drive the ball across to the centre, and Lincoln Dudley has taken a safe mark in the centre of the ground.
Michael Torrens looked like he's got a hamstring trouble or knee trouble up there. He's running to somebody's head, but Singerson takes a strong mark in the half-back line of
good mark, that one.
South, yes, timing mark. He'll aim it out here towards Trevor Speed, who's out on his own. He takes a mark. Good mark on the half-back line. Holds the ball up to show the lad the player.
50 metres, I think, Doug.
50 metres. Well, I didn't think there was much in that, Graham, but that's the fourth one since half-time Mallee Park have given away.
Oh, well, we'll take them all. They're there.
He's going to drive this ball right into the full forward line now, Trevor Speed. He'll kick the ball just like his father did. Might be one of those great, fantastic screw punts or a long driving drop cut. There it is.
Puts it up towards Scott. Scott's setting himself, and he's taken a great mark, Scott. Terrific mark. Playing under a lot of difficulty today, Scott. He's really played a terrific game considering the circumstances. And here he is. He's on a 45-degree angle. I'd have to back him into this, wouldn't you, Doug?
I certainly would. I'd put $5 on it. $5 or 5 echoes, Graham. Either you pay or I drink them, or you can drink them. Here he goes, lining up.
Well, there it is.
That's right through the eye, little.
No worries about that, Doug. No worries.
Old South are right back on top now. Things are looking excellent, but what can happen? Anything can happen playing against Mallee Park. And there's only 3 goals in it, and those 3 goals can be kicked in 3 minutes.
Well, that's right. South have got them now through 13 goals, 12. South 10 goals, 12. We're at the 10-minute mark of the last quarter. South keep up this pressure. I think they're really taking it right up to Mallee Park, and I've got a bit of a gut feeling South have got this game, Doug.
Well, let's not predict too much, Graham, but obviously Smallacombe is sticking closer than I've ever seen anybody stick. He's not even watching where the ball goes, he's watching Joe Burgoyne. Back of the centre bounce. The ball's picked up by the Mallee Park player. And he clears down towards the full forward line.
Well, there's a good mark to Little.
Yes, good mark. He had the drop on Scotty Hazelgrove, a short kick into the full forward. But both 2 Mallee Park players spoil themselves and have come out hurt.
Trevor Speed
swoops on it, the sweeper. He kicks it long up towards the boundary, not a very good kick.
Good mark, that one.
Good mark here to Greg Burgoyne. All right, so he plays on quickly. They realise they've got to get the ball on quicker now. Up towards the full forward line when a pack of players come through. Hazelgrove grabs the ball, hooks the ball up, kicks the ball in the air towards Trott, who takes eyes on the air. They spoil each other. Michael Williams bursting through the pack, overruns the ball, still in there, head over the ball, flicks out to one of Burgoyne's quick touches where, look where he dropped it, straight in the forward pocket.
Well, that's Joey Burgoyne's second kick since half-time, Doug. See what he can do with it. He put it straight down his throat.
Yes, well, it was a bit unlucky there. The South players overrun the ball. It slipped out the back. Joey Burgoyne swooped on it. He knew where the...
I think he's missed it, Doug.
Now, Bobby Shane Dudley kicked over 100 goals for Mallee Park under-17s last year, and that is a very bad mistake. Nevertheless, he might be a little bit nervous, and there's a heap of pressure on him and the youngster.
Well, there's no doubt about the pressure. He's under pressure, all right. But those sort of goals are the ones that really count. Kick out to Coffey, and he takes a safe mark in the back pocket.
Undecided where to kick it, but he's kicked up as far as he could up towards Camilleri. Camilleri's had another good mark to Liddell. Well, he's come from centre half back to centre half forward this quarter, and he already has taken 2 very strong marks. He screws it in towards a nice looking kick high in the air. Wakefield in front, and a good spoil out of bounds. Good defensive tactics there by Wakefield in front of young Burgoyne, and the ball is seen out of bounds in front of the bar area.
Well, we're at the 10-minute mark. Souths are 3 goals in front of Mallee Park. The throw in, picked up there by young Burgoyne, puts it up high. So it's going to cross the... No, it's been marked right on the line by Scotty Hazelgrove.
Well, Scotty Hazelgrove has got to clear it on that other side. I can't understand why these players are leading out here to get the ball. A long kick up towards the outer side wing. Smallacombe going for the ball. Joe Burgoyne comes down with it. He's off. Got no left leg, so he handballs it over to Burgoyne, another Burgoyne. His left-legged kick up towards the goal, and that's through. That's a great goal to Greg Burgoyne. Well played by, good play by Joe Burgoyne there. Caught on his wrong leg. Quick handball over to Greg Burgoyne, and he put a long left-legged goal through.
Well, that takes Mallee Park to 11-13. They trail South 13-12. South will have to get that goal back, stop the initiative that Mallee Park are starting to develop here, showing ominous signs. But Joey Burgoyne's got 2 touches in the last couple of minutes, and they've resulted in a couple of scores for the Mallee Park team.
Well, I think this game's going to go right down to the final 10 seconds because everything's on the board for it. Robbie Torrance with the ball in his possession. Tripped there by Michael Burgoyne. That's what I suppose is the professional free kick, but Michael Torrance with the ball will clear it up towards the centre half forward.
Played a pretty good game today, Torrance too, Doug.
Very tight down the defence. Travis Speed, poor kick up here, but he's found a Pygmy Miller. Miller with the ball. Very fast, this lad. Kick it up here, kick it up to Sauce Mullen. Sauce breaks on his own. Sweeps around on his left leg, but drives the ball in towards Engelhardt at centre half forward. Over his head, Engelhardt takes a one-handed mark. Another clever footballer. Clever footballer. Well played, Sauce Mullen. He saw Sam Engelhardt there over on his own, lifted his eyes and drove the ball towards him. Now Sammy's got to have a kick from there. There's no trouble with the distance, only the accuracy, and he's better off having a shot than trying to pass the ball off.
That was a great mark, Doug, that. Terrific mark. Right, the sort of marks that win finals, footy.
You can just
lines them up. Not a bad looking kick off the boot. I think it's drifted to one side though, Doug, just offline. That takes South to 13-13. They're in front of Mallee Park, 11-13. Well, I think all those points probably count, Doug.
You certainly will by the end of the day, and considering they had 6 in the first quarter and a long kick out straight down the centre, so he's right. Come over the top. Mullen swoops on the ball, picks up, smothered kick to Camilleri. Miller takes a high one to the head.
Well, I think that was a pretty tough decision, that one.
He's been pinged for holding the ball.
Yeah, he got a head-high tackle and then got pinged for holding the ball. I think that was pretty rough.
Joe Burgoyne drives down towards Liddell, who takes a strong mark over at centre half forward. Handballs on to Hutchison, the runner. Hutchison handballs over to Angelo Burgoyne. A fumble, a great clear by Travis Speed. He's caught. He's pinged for holding the ball. Fierce tackle there by Liddell. Sees Travis Speed pinged for holding the ball, and he's tripped up 2 or 3 metres, which is a good thing. The umpire's brought him back. Well, Liddell will drive this ball long and straight in, I think.
Well, he cut it off very well there for a moment's speed, but there's terrific tackle by Liddell. Pretty good looking kick. It's not quite going to make the distance. It's punched out by Hazelgrove, and out comes Sauce Mullen. He picks it up for his 100th touch. He's had a tremendous amount of touch, puts it out to Coffey, could be in strife. The ball's knocked out, and Mallee Park are really picking up on their tackles. It's
there's a high tackle.
Instant tackling here, and there's been a free kick awarded to Mallee Park.
There's a Mallee Park player down, Damien Kent, in the forward area, and he looks to be in a bit of trouble, but he'll get up. Mallee Park with the ball, Bandry again, the dangerous Bandry, lining up for a goal, 50 metres out, kicks long, right into the teeth of the square, up goes South, a big punch.
Good mark.
But the ever-reliable Wakefield takes an excellent mark on the full forward line. Now he's played under
I think it might have been a point's been awarded, I think, Doug.
Ah.
I think he marked it over the line.
Yes, okay, we'll pay that a point to Mallee Park, and Wakefield will kick off. He kicks off short into Coffey. Coffey with the ball. He's undecided what to do, but he's casually handballed over to Wakefield. It looks like they're playing a little kids game, but Travis Speed, quick to pick the ball up. Has a look, kicks the ball up towards the wing. It'll run out of bounds, I think. Ian Miller chasing the ball. Liddell traps it. He keeps it in play. Smallcombe over the top. Could have been a free kick there to Smallcombe, and Michael Torrance lets it run out of bounds.
Well, the umpire's letting it go. There was a couple of free kicks there probably, but he's let the game go, and here's the boundary throw in. Terrific game of footy we've got here. Comes down to young Burgoyne. He gets
he's been pinged for holding the ball.
Well, it looked like he could have got a high tackle, but he's been picked for holding the ball, so perhaps that's the evener after, Doug.
Well, I suppose. Michael Torrance drives the ball in towards his brother Robert, who is out bustled by a Mallee Park player. He comes clear with the left leg kick into full forward. Wakefield in front. Bandry both misjudged the ball. Coming towards Mullen.
Well done.
The ever-reliable Mullen.
Terrific play,
Mullen. I think Sauce has woken up to it. He's going to play in the back line this quarter.
He knows where the ball's
going to be. Michael Williams with the ball. Handball over to Scotty Hazelgrove. Scotty drives in long, up to the full forward line, and the lead is Engelhardt with the run of the ball, running into the goal square, taps it on, still in control of it, handballs over to Pickett. Pickett has done very little so far. Hutchinson again with the ball. The sweeper clears up along the boundary. Right along the white line he's running.
He's going to run out of movement
He's
here.
still got the ball. Well run by Hutchinson. Kicks it long up towards the half tackle. Trevor Speed with the ball.
Well done. Terrific play that by Speed. He knew he was in trouble. Terrific kick out of the boundary. Puts it up towards Freddie Pickett. He uses his body. South come through. The Torrens has picked it up again. Puts it up high, looking for Scott again. He's in the right spot, but it's punched away, and Miller clears for Mallee Park. Smallacombe using his weight, knocks the ball out. There's no place for the faint-hearted out there. Lincoln Dudley's got the ball, but he drops it too. Well, there's a rare mistake by Dudley. Coffey's in there. He's picking the ball up now. Handballs it out wide.
Torrens with the ball, running it up through half. He's tackled.
Well,
Could have been ping-ponging the ball there, and it's a scrambly patch of play. Plenty of players over the ball, and Michael Williams on the bottom of the pack. Well, we've played 17 minutes, and the game is anybody's game at the moment. 2 goals will win it for Mallee Park. The ball bounced up. Kent going, Kenny for the knock. Lincoln Dudley with the ball. He's been caught over to Burgoyne, slips over. Torrens push the ball forward to Coffey. Coffey shows the ball in the air. Attempted trip by the Mallee Park player, and I think he's hurt himself. Coffey with the ball. In the
there's
centre
a couple
of the
of
ground.
players down out there. Young Miller looks like he's down for South as well. There's the kick. Dangerous kick, but Smallacombe stands his ground. He could give away a 50-metre there. I wouldn't be surprised at all, you know. But no, there's Smallacombe, chips the ball out, and there's the young fella's taken another good mark. It's young...
Pickett is out up on his own on this half-forward flank, and Miller wants him. Joe Bourke is underside to pick him up. Miller kicks him towards Scott on his own in there, but chipping in comes Smith. I thought it was poor football by South here. There wasn't enough movement in that forward
Well,
line.
it should have gone long, I think, Doug. That Smith took a saving mark and put the ball right out wide with a big long kick. Mallee Park are on the move once again. Here they come through by Lincoln Dudley. He picks the ball up with a left footer, searching for centre half forward with a little bit of great mark. Once again, Scotty Hazelgrove takes another saving mark. Played a fantastic game. Here's Mullen, is on the run now. Mullen's in the clear, handball's out. He picks it out to Miller. Miller bounces once and drives it forward looking for Pickett. The ball's got over his head.
Joe Burgoyne, undisciplined. Joe Burgoyne dropped Ian Miller. Undisciplined football here by Joe Burgoyne. 50-metre penalty downfield.
Well, it's not like Joe Burgoyne. He's playing the man too much. I think he can't handle the shadow and the tagger he's got. But I mean, good footballers should be able to handle that
He's
sort
lost
of
his
thing.
bit of cool, Graeme, I think. That's undisciplined there. Sam Engelhardt with a long kick. He should have a shot from here. Don't worry about passing it off. Screw it in like you know we can. A long kick.
Not a bad looking
Plenty
kick,
of
Doug.
accuracy there. This has got the distance. And
That's a
Pitt
south
takes
mark.
a casual mark right in the square. Have you ever seen anything so casual as that, Graeme?
What a mark.
Strike me red. The fella's not dead.
No doubt about it, eh? Well, here's a goal for South Foreshore. Straight through the middle.
Well, that's the 4th goal I've got from undisciplined football from 50-metre penalties. And it looks like Joey's dropped his bundle in the centre there, the way he's walking back.
Oh, well, there it goes. 14 goals, 13
He's
to
having a
South.
word to Pygmy Miller. Sus Mullen going into him.
14 goals, 13 to South, 11 goals, 14 to Mallee Park. South can keep this pressure up for another 5-7 minutes and they have won the 91 premiership. There's no doubt about that. The game's not over yet. They keep up the pressure. They're in with an enormous chance. Good luck to them.
Well, it's going to be desperate now these next few minutes. Back at the centre bounce with Kenny, who's dominating the ruck, hitting the ball forward. Mallee Park picked up, flicks across to Michael Burgoyne. His short chip over to Dudley on the wing. Dudley with the ball. What can he do? Undecided. Back again to Michael Dudley. They've still got in possession, but they've lost ground. Slowed the game down. Kicks up in the air to number 14 in Richard Miller. He's undecided what to do. They've lost their direction at the moment. Dudley with the ball. Short kick into the full forward line. Finds Bandry on a long lead. Well, the short work has come off and have put Bandry in possession of the ball on an acute angle.
Well, they need this one, Doug.
This lad could kick this. He's a very good kick. Pops it up in the air. The umpire hasn't.
Oh, he's missed it, I think.
Yes.
They needed that one. They go to 11 goals, 15. But they certainly needed that one.
Hazelgrove with the ball. He's got to drive it out towards that boundary, Graeme. If he kicks it out this way, I'll jump out and kick it back. Hazelgrove with the ball, a short kick up towards Tan Man Slater. He
Great
the ball
mark.
with one hand.
I'd have to pay that.
Yes, excellent mark. Haven't seen much of him, but what he's done has been pretty good. Looks like he's got a bit of an injury, but he's running on. Handball over to Mullen. Gee, he gets some kicks at Sauce Mullen. I reckon he'd get kicks in the bath, that fella.
Oh, colossal. Played a fantastic game today. Terrific player.
Michael Williams, another one. Back to Trevor Speed. Trevor Speed with a long handball to Torrens. Michael Torrens loses possession, picks it up, pulled off the ball. Gets the free kick there. You can see it on your screen. Michael Torrens with the ball on the half-forward line. On the wing, kicks across centre to the running Coffey. Coffey's off, faster than the ground. Here he goes. Elusively breaks the tackle. Up to Pigman Miller. Pigman Miller with a going to be under enormous pressure.
Well done.
They're right on him. Coffey with the ball, dodges the attack. Torrens with the ball. Back to Coffey. And
it's a head-eye tackle, I think, Doug.
There's two South players down there. You can see that on your screen as you watch the replay. You'll pick up the free kick. Michael Torrens looks hurt down there.
Well, it's the South 3 anyway, so whatever happens, there's a couple of players down. One's down with cramp, the other one's down. It's quite a crude tackle, quite unnecessary, but it seems to be fairly prevalent
well, this
today.
Could be a good time to bring on Adrian Higgins, the emergency, because he's got fresh legs, short, quick, fast running player, and it wouldn't hurt to give him a run.
Right.
Michael Williams is going to take this kick from Michael Torrens, and he hasn't moved out there. The trainers are out there. Michael Williams will kick across to the ever elusive Coffey. Now, Coffey should take his time with this, and this is his distance, I think. This is his distance.
Well, it'll be a great kick from there, but it looks like he's going to have a shot, Doug. He's going to put it right in there. Looks like he backs himself. No, he's gone short. Looking for smaller cone. Over the top, and there's been a whistle on play, and I think it's a South 3 kick, and it's going to go to Engelhart. Well, Engelhart on a fairly acute angle, but no question about the distance.
Well, we're 25 minutes in, and with time ticking away, there's no hurry to kick this. Absolutely no hurry at all. I don't know why they don't get young Michael Torrens off and get Engelhart on. Get Adrian Higgins on.
Well, I got him to his feet anyway, so that's good news. Looks like he's moving around. So here comes Engelhart having a shot. Puts the ball up high. It's gone across the face, I'm afraid, but there's a great mark by. I'd have to pay that. That looked like a mark to. I think it's Scott, isn't it, Doug?
Yes, Scott's taken the mark.
Yeah, well, that was a good mark.
Bit of a tussle up there on the forward line, but don't give away silly frees now. Well, he's got to kick the banana ball. Graeme, he's on the acute angle. And I think, as I said earlier, you invented the banana ball and I perfected it. Is that true? He's running around on his left leg, hooked the ball high.
I think he might have got it.
It's gone over the top of the post, the umpire's indicated.
Well, that goes a point to the South tally. And they go to 14 goals, 14. They're in front of Mallee Park, 11 goals, 15. So that little bit of a injury has sort of slowed the momentum down somewhat. Time clock is ticking on. I reckon there'll be about 7 minutes of play left.
Yes, there's still plenty of time to get these 3 or 4 goals by Mallee Park.
Well, here they come. They're starting to run the ball now.
Burgoyne with the ball, left-legged, kicks up towards the full line. Seckerson comes out strongly in front of his man Dudley, reading the ball extremely well back there, and takes a strongly chest mark. High up in the air to Des Kenny. Des Kenny in front, drops the mark. Finishes up with the ball, handballs over to Smallcombe, who has not taken his eyes off Burgoyne, with Michael Burgoyne coming through, and Bandry on a long lead. Marks out in front, 35 metres. Well, they definitely need this one, Graeme.
Yeah. A little bit of indecision in front of us here. Mallee Park, one of the players wanted to come off, but looks like they got no interchange player. But there it goes. There's a goal. So that brings up Mallee Park's 12th goal. They're still a couple behind South, but it just seems to me that some of the Mallee Park players have lost their way. There's still time, I know, but...
well, there's plenty of time, Graeme.
Yeah.
I've seen these people kick 5 goals in 2 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, well, of course, I think South are playing just that much better personally. They really have played a terrific brand of footy since half-time. They've kept the pressure up all the second half. They haven't been, one of their players have been found wanting, and it's all credit to them.
Back of the centre bounce with Trott and Kenny again. A hook over the shoulder by Trott towards speed. He waits for the bounce, picks up. Punt kicks the ball back to Pitt up at centre half forward. He overruns the ball. Coming through with Carbine. Pitt picks up handballs, clever handball to Camilleri. Camilleri short kick to Pickett. Pickett should aim long. Into the goal square he goes. And it's marked out there in front of
Smith, I think, Doug.
by Smith, is it?
Yep.
He plays on with a left-legged kick into the centre half back line. And a good mark by one of the smallest players in Mallee Park's team, Bourke. He wastes no time. Kicks long, short kick. He finds Pygmy Miller. The ever elusive little Pygmy Miller.
He's got a lot of touches today, young Miller, and he's played very well.
Up to Camilleri, who drops the mark.
Pickett's in with a chance. He handballs the ball over to Williams. Williams got taken high. Play on, said the umpire. Hutchison's got it now. Runs around in circles. Miller's back in there on the ball. Well picked up by Camilleri. And here's a chance. He's driving the ball to the full forward area looking for Scott. Scott's taken it.
No, he's paid a free kick against Scott for using body.
Oh, that was bad luck.
Free kick. Sees the ball out onto the centre now with Ian Miller in position. He'll be run down. Fast dives on the ball. A big group of players in there with Robbie Torrance and Pygmy Miller. And
well, I thought Miller could have been paid that mark. I thought he held it long enough, but umpire didn't agree. Well, there's the bounce down again. Kenny's ruck tirelessly all day. They knocked the ball. Lincoln Dudley picks it up and puts a screw punt up towards centre half forward. Well talked out by Yabby Wakefield was Hazelgrove. Terrific, strong football then.
Was there some pressure?
Terrific tackle. Terrific tackle that by Hazelgrove. It's a bounce at centre half back.
Kenny with the tap out towards Slater. Slater handballs over to Hazelgrove. Hazelgrove is taken too high. It's taken too high and a free kick right in front of your screen. You can see it on the replay. You can see it on the replay again tonight. You can watch that tackle. Definitely too high. Hazelgrove taking his time. You know South are in charges. Coffey on his own, calls for the ball. There's plenty of players out there on the wing to kick it to. High up to Engelhart. Engelhart marks. Oh, beautiful mark. Terrific. You can see that on the replay. Strike me pink. He's down.
What a mark.
He hasn't moved either.
No, he's starting to move now, Doug. I think he'll be
all right. The umpire has paid a 50-metre penalty of this.
Oh.
I'm not too sure what it's for, but...
Oh, that'll get Sammy up. Yeah, he's up and away.
Right, pink, what a mark, Graeme.
Yeah, well, other sort to win finals.
Unbelievable.
He'll drill this. This will put the issue beyond doubt as far as I'm concerned, Doug.
Yes, the game is well within South grasp now. Fantastic.
Englehart's played a very good game since he was shifted to centre half forward.
Well, we sort of indicated that move. It's half time, that was on.
That's right. Strong overhead mark. Powerhouse performance from him at centre half forward. There he is, lining him up.
20 metres out, deliberate kick. And he's kicked it into the Lincoln South, into the schoolyard. It's gone that far. It's bounced over the tree and it's going down the road. Well, that's the ball game. That's the ball game as far as I'm concerned. We've entered the 30th minute. The game is all over now. Lincoln South have ended Mallee Park's run of successive premierships. They've gone from going for their 5th in a row or 6th in a row. South are right on top now, and they can start popping those corks at the club rooms. You won't be able to fit everybody in there tonight.
Yeah, well, I thoroughly deserved it, though. They've really played a terrific game of footy since half-time, and at the risk of repeating myself, some of the moves have been match-winning moves, no question about it.
Yes, I think we can emphasise that the dogging of Joe Burgoyne by Grant Smallacombe and obviously Kim Clark realised something had to be done to stop the flow of balls to the forwards, and Smallacombe has done an exceptional job, and I think he might have 1 or 2 echoes tonight.
Well, good luck to him. There's a fairly poor bounce from the umpire, but he calls it play on. Goes to Williams and then back to Kennedy. It ends up with Hazelgrove, and he drives the ball out looking and finds Camilleri. Camilleri instantly plays on and drives forward, looks for Engelhart again. Engelhart gathers the ball, Great skill there. Handballs across to Pickett, and Pickett straight across the ground to find Miller. Miller handballs over the top, and the ball bounces. Another clever tap on, but it just eludes the teammate and it's rushed through for a behind. That takes South score to 15 goals. 15 goals 15 to 12 goal 15.
At the completion of the game for the presentation of awards. Thank you.
Kick out by the fullback out towards Joe Barilla, but Grant Smaller came cleverly in front. And that's the end of the ball game. That's the end of the ball game. And Lincoln South Football Club are premiers in the A grade from 1991. And what a fantastic effort by South today. Playing in 3 premierships, winning 3 in the under-14s, under-17s and under-19s, and caps off a fantastic year for the Lincoln South Football Club. And as we sit back here, we'll let you watch the people stream onto the oval. There is thousands running onto the oval.
The final scores 15 goal 15 to South, Mallee Park 12 goals 15. And congratulations to Lincoln South for winning a terrific game of football. They really did play well. There was tremendous coaching by Kim Clark and the South hierarchy. They made the right moves. They did what was required of them. And congratulations to the Lincoln South Footy Club.
We got up. It was a bloody good win because no one thought we could win. So that was an excellent year.